Hello, this is Margaret again with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to be making some Moist Vanilla Cupcakes. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? And we're going to be using the recipe from Preppy Kitchen. And let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is get 2 bowls because you don't need a mixer. So the first bowl, you're going to put all your dry ingredients in here with a sifter. With the sifter, you're going to put in 1 2/3 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 tablespoon of baking soda, 1/4 tablespoon of kosher salt, and then 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. So we're going to do that. Let's just sift it. Hope my bowl is big enough. And we are sifting. Make sure you get all of it. That darn salt doesn't want to sit. The next thing we're going to do, boom. The next thing we're going to do is push this, set this aside, and then we're going to get our wet ingredients. With our wet ingredients, we're going to be put in 3 egg yolks. Put our 3 egg yolks in. Next, we're going to put in, and then you can save your egg whites. I'm sorry, you're going to put in 3 egg whites. Put your egg yolks to the side because you can always use it for a buttercream icing or later add it to an omelet. And then the next thing we're going to be doing is make sure you set your oven. You're going to set your oven at 350, and these are going to bake for 20 minutes. I have not made this recipe yet, so this is my first time making this recipe. Next, we're going to separate the eggs, which we did. We put them in here in another bowl. And then we're going to add in the rest of the wet ingredients, which is going to be 3/4 cups of unsalted butter, melted. Then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of whole milk. We're going to add in our sour cream. Now our sour cream is 1/4 cup. Make sure it's at room temperature. We're going to put that in. Put that in. And the next is the magic, is the vanilla. And everybody knows by watching my video, I love using Mexican vanilla. And this is going to be 1 tablespoon. Now, John said with Preppy Kitchen that you can use vanilla paste, vanilla beans as well. I do have some vanilla beans, but I'm going to save it for a different recipe. If you ever go to the store, vanilla beans are very expensive, and they only give you 2 of them. So I thought it's kind of expensive. Then we're going to go ahead and whisk this together. Just going to whisk it. He said it will be clumpy. Don't worry about it. So let's just whip it. I could just smell the vanilla. I just love that vanilla. If you ever go to Mexico, pick up the vanilla extract. It's really good. Okay, so it is kind of clumpy, like he said, but it's all mixed together, as you see. And then you're going to put it into the dry ingredients, which we have right here. I'm going to put all this in. And we're going to whisk we're going to whisk this and stir it up. Let's see. Let's whisk it. So for those who do not have a KitchenAid or some type of a mixer, this would be a perfect recipe. You just mix it. It's not that hard mixing it. I thought it was going to be a little tougher, but it's not. And then we're going to mix. Oh my God, you can just smell this. All of a sudden, I got a whip of the vanilla and all that smell together. So put that in. Oh my goodness. Now it's getting low. There it goes. Now, again, you're going to preheat your oven at 350. You're going to bake these for 20 minutes. Wish y'all were here so y'all can just smell this. I'm telling you, this Mexican vanilla is the best. But I'm sure the other vanilla is just as good. It's just my preference. And see what it looks like? It's not runny. It's not too thick, but it's good enough. So I'm going to just kind of whip this again because I got some left in there. Now it's fine. Then you're going to go ahead and get your cupcake pan. You're going to pour these all in the cupcake can. I like using a ladle, but some people like using an ice cream scooper. But I like using a ladle. So I'm going to ladle these into each one of these. You're going to fill them up to about 3/4. And then you're going to bake them again for 20 minutes at 350. And we'll be right back to ice them. Well, the cupcakes are out of the oven. They're ready to be iced. So I already made my buttercream icing. As you see right here, it's so pretty and it smells good. That's how you want it, nice and thick, because we're going to do a piping. And how I did this, I have to get a little help today from Alexa, because on the recipe, it says to make the vanilla buttercream icing, it says 2 pounds of confection sugar, sifted. I didn't know what 2 pounds was of confection sugar, but Alexa helped me out. So it's 2 pounds of confection sugar, and 1 pound equals 3.5 cups, just to let you know, because I made a half a batter. And then it says to use 1 pound of unsalted butter softened, and I use half of it, so I use 1 cup. Then I did use a whole thing of my vanilla, because I like to have my cupcakes taste more vanilla-y. So I use 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then you add in a pinch of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of half and half. Well, I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of whipping cream, and then 1 teaspoon of whole milk. And I already made mine. I thought it was going to take longer, but I already made it. So now we're going to pipe it. So I already got my piping bag. I'm not a good piper, so this is probably my second time piping. So you're going to get your bag. You're going to cut a small slit, stick whatever tip you want to use. I never used this tip, so I'm going to try it. It looks pretty. And then you fold back your bag. So, and then you're going to get some of your icing. Maybe not too much, but we'll see. And then you're going to pipe it in the bag. Put it in the bag, as so. Put that in there. Put a little bit more. Open my bag a little bit more. This is the part you give to your grandkids to do, or your kids. This is the fun part. And I bet you if you want, you can put a little bit of food color in here and change it up. Or what you could do is split this in 2 bowls and maybe put 2 different colors and put half of it on one side and half on the other side. Because when you pipe it, then it comes in like a psychedelic. And then what I do is, crazy. I know my kids are going to say something when I said that. I kind of smooth it down. And then I'm going to grab one of my cupcakes. I use a little twisty once I get it down there. So this way the bag is being held for me. So give me 1 moment. Perfect. Let me get my little twisty and twist it. It's my little trick. And then I'm just going to show you 1 cupcake. And then you just ice it. Kind of cute, huh? Or if you want to do something a little different, you can probably go around your cupcake and do little ones. And to bring it up so you get that, if you want to get that little tip. And you just keep icing. Brought that one up too much. You can do it like that as well. How's that look? So you can do a big one or little dots. That's just my little tip for the day. So let's try it. Taste this one. But I'm going to smooth down the icing so I don't get it all over my face. And let's see what it tastes like. Let's see. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. This is so good. I thought that vanilla cake that I made is really good. This is just as good. So I love this recipe that I made from Preppy Kitchen. It's delicious. I'll put it on my website, also on my YouTube channel at Recipe Amateur Investigator. Thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family enjoys these cupcakes as much as I know my family is. I have to get busy and pipe these, and got another batch in the oven to drop them off to my kids and my grandkids. So thank you again for coming into my kitchen. And this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Bye guys. Enjoy your cupcake.